I don't value wins against the Mets right now. I just don't value it. What is going on, everyone? The Phillies win 7-2. That's good. I'm glad, because the alternative was to lose against the Mets. Realistically, with the Vin Velasquez and the Jacob deGrom matchup, I was afraid that was going to happen anyway. I'm happy for the fact that we win the baseball game. Absolutely. I'm not going to deny that. I'm glad we won, really, because I don't want to lose to the Mets. But I was fooled before sweeping the Mets in that 4-game series when we were in a tough spot. I was fooled before. I'm not being fooled. The Mets are just in a different mode right now. They are in a different type of tier where I actually can't value the Phillies' victories against them, but I can still be happy that it happened. I don't know where this series is going to really lead us to, and at the end of the day, the break is involved at the end of the series to begin with. So let's just take care of business and see what happens after the break in regards to where this series really takes us. But we win today. Let's just talk about it. We win today. We win 7-2. I think we got lucky there in the 7th inning, and we will get to that. So, like I said, to start us off, Vin Velasquez deGrom, that made me nervous. But Scott Kingery wasn't nervous as he goes to the second deck with the first pitch of the damn game to give us a 1-0 lead. Are you kidding me, Scotty Kingery? This guy's power this year has been unbelievable. It's so much fun to watch. How does a guy like that with that size have that much pop off the bat? Second deck, he's been crushing the ball this year when he gets a hold of it. Hell yeah, Scott Kingery. In the 4th, we lose the lead. Vin Velasquez allows a home run to Alonso. That ball was murdered. In the 5th, Alonso with an RBI double. So we lose the lead 2-1. But here's where we get lucky. In the 7th, Rhys Hoskins comes home when Cesar Hernandez hits a little dribbler. Third base has to charge in, throws out Rhys Hoskins at home. Umpire calls him safe. But the Mets and Mickey Callaway, they don't have a challenge to challenge the play at home, so the call stands on the field. It's a tie ball game 2-2. Rhys Hoskins was out. The 2-1 ball game. That changed the game. That play changed the game. That's the type of season it is for the Mets right now, though. Let's be real. But the Phillies got lucky. And this is hilarious. In the same inning, man on third, it's tied 2-2. We need a huge at-bat. We need someone to step up to the plate and get a monster hit for us to take the lead. Who's that? Andrew Knapp. Andrew Knapp steps up to the plate. Guess what he does? Yeah, he doesn't get the job done, I'll tell you that for free. That was an ugly at-bat. Yeah, he struck out. That wasn't good. It wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. His swings were horrendous. His approach was bad. He's just bad. But that's telling. That's telling. You need a big pinch hit. Andrew Knapp's coming off the bench? Come on, that makes me sick to my stomach. Sick. The next inning, we have another chance. Man on second base, Rhys Hoskins up. K. Striking out. He went 0 for 3 today. He did walk twice, but I'll tell you what, the batting average is now 260. When Rhys gets cold, my man gets cold. He is very streaky of a hitter. And even John Kruk was saying in the post-game show, him and Rhys have been talking, and Rhys is a little bit upset with himself. He actually used the word depressed. He's in a funk. The 9th, though, the 9th is where it all happened. Diaz, of all people, on the mound for the Mets. And he blew up again. JT Realmuto starts us off with a double. Jay Bruce, I don't know how many times I got to say this, but I don't know where the hell we would be without Jay Bruce. He comes up huge as hell, and he gets an RBI single for us to take the 3-2 lead in the 9th. We weren't done from there. Sean Rodriguez gets a knock. Gene Segura gets a 2 RBI double. Bryce Harper gets an RBI double in there. We're up 7-2. We knew once we could get to the bullpen, we can find a way to win this baseball game. Now, deGrom went 7 innings. He had 10 strikeouts. He did what he could do out there, but once they went to the bullpen, the Phillies were able to get the job done and score enough runs. That bullpen for the Mets is embarrassing. It really is. I feel bad for Mickey Callaway. Now, I'm not going to tell you he's been doing a fantastic job because he's made some horrendous managing mistakes. But when you can't trust anyone and no one can get a job done whatsoever in your entire bullpen, what do? You got to put people out there. It makes you look bad, but you got to just put people out there. And speaking of the Phillies bullpen today, they were actually pretty solid. They stepped up when needed to. Vin Velasquez only went 5 innings. He allowed 6 hits, 2 earned runs. I mean, this is what you're going to get out of Vinny V. Not deep into games. He starts out solid, and there's one moment where he just falls apart. There's one moment where he grinds and he gets into a tough spot, and he doesn't go deep into ball games. This is what Vin Velasquez is. In this game, yeah, sure, he did enough. I mean, he did enough. Big picture? No. No. It's just that simple. But today, fine, he did enough. I'm not living and dying by that every 5th day, though. But the bullpen, Alvarez goes 1 inning, 3 Ks. Tommy Hunter, 1 1/3. Adam Morgan, 2/3 of an inning. And Hector Neris goes for an inning as well. So, the bullpen did their job. 0 earned runs, of course. Tomorrow, Jake Arrieta versus Syndergaard. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what kind of Jake Arrieta we're getting. I don't know if we're getting 7-inning Arrieta. I don't know if we're getting 2 1/3 inning Jake Arrieta. I don't know. I just don't know. But once again, it's so hard for me to value a Mets series because I was fooled. I was fooled last time, and damn it, I'm not getting fooled again. I'll believe in this team once we beat other squads. But this one, I can't. I can't. But like I said, the alternative was to lose. And heading into this game, looking at the pitching matchup, I figured it was going to be a loss from the jump because Jake deGrom is a beast and he's special. And listen, we clearly struggled. Besides Scott Kingery getting us on board there, we struggled. But we had enough. We had enough. We got lucky, too, by the way. Factor that in. We got lucky. So besides Scott Kingery getting us on the board and that lucky play by Rhys Hoskins at home plate because the Mets didn't have any challenges left. That's the type of season it is for the Mets right now. But taking a look at the Phillies offense, you had some guys generate some offense. Gene Segura with another 2-hit night. JT Realmuto with a 2-hit night. That was nice to see. Bryce Harper in the 9th obviously coming up big with that double to tack on another run. Scotty at the one in the one spot there, starting us off. We had some offense. We had contribution. We scored runs. Took us a little bit late to do so. But listen, Diaz, he's a guy that can shut it down. Now, he's not having that type of season, but he's a guy who is tough to really hit once you get going. And the last 2 games that the Phillies actually matched up against Diaz, we were able to have his number, and that's nice. The Phillies didn't die tonight. They didn't die. They went out there and performed. I'm not trying to crush them. I'm not trying to rip them apart insanely because they win against the Mets. But I'm sorry, the Mets are that bad right now. The Mets are that bad. It's so tough. But hey, you get a Jerry Seinfeld bobblehead tonight. At least you get that. I couldn't imagine being a Mets fan right now. God bless them. God bless them all. Especially you, Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know what to tell you. But that is a dumpster fire. It's almost hard to explain. It really is almost hard, almost impossible to be where the Mets actually are internally and whatnot, and performance on the field with the bullpen. It's impossible almost. I can't believe people are there. I mean, you're seeing Mets fans in the stands, hanging out, miserable in that 9th inning with this facial expression. Their body language is drooped down. You got to be kidding me, they're saying. You got to be kidding me. But that Jerry Seinfeld bobblehead, though, that's it. That's the moneymaker. That's why they paid the big bucks to get into the ballpark tonight. So we'll see how this series ends up going. Because Syndergaard is a tough pitcher. And Jake Arrieta, we don't know what we're going to get. And realistically, we don't know what we're going to get offensively every night. And realistically, we don't know what we're going to get from the bullpen every night. Some nights they're like this, some nights they're horrible. And I get it, that's baseball. But when you take a look throughout the last 5 weeks, that's telling. That's telling of what this team is really. It's what it is. So I want to know down below what you thought about this game, what you thought about the Rhys Hoskins play, Vin Velasquez, about the 9th inning, what you think about this game as a whole. But do you value it? How do you see this series right now with the Mets? Were you fooled with that 4-game sweep, thinking we were going to be able to get some spark from this ball club, and then you lose to the Marlins in a series, and then you lose to the Braves in a series? Were you fooled before and you're not going to get fooled again? Or are you saying, I don't care, let's just win baseball games? Or are you hype for beating the Mets tonight? I just can't get there emotionally, and I can't hide it. I come here and I speak the truth. I speak how I feel. If this is how I feel, this is what I'm going to give you. I'm not going to pretend to be hype. I'm not going to give you fist pumps. If that's not the way that my excitement is after a ball game. I'm not thrilled after this ball game. I'm happy. I'm happy because I don't want to lose, but I'm not fist pumping, yes, screaming and hooting and hollering right now. I don't know what this team is, and I don't know what this team will be until after the All-Star break, because I can't put much stake into this Mets series. Let me know your thoughts. See you next time.